They've read a book and want to talk about it. It's the Izzie and Coco Book Review Show.
Hello, and welcome to Izzie's and Coco's Book Review Show.
I'm Coco.
I'm Izzie, and today we'll be reviewing Bearllionaire by Terry Bullwriter.
Okay, so Bearllionaire is about this accountant called Jaina who lives in a small town in the mountains where it snows a lot. And she moved there chasing after her ex-boyfriend who dumped her when she got there for another lady. And then she meets this guy who's a billionaire, and it turns out he also turns into a bear.
Hence, Bearllionaire. Amazing, amazing.
So, strap on and let's get ready for this adventure.
Overall, did I like this book? No. The title delivered, it is a terrible book. But I didn't hate it. Like, it was enough for me to, finish the whole book. I was like, okay.
It was surprising and easy to read.
Yeah.
It had so many ridiculous things. Like, with that title, you think, holy moly, what the hell is this going to be? It was a really easy story to get through.
Yes.
But it's hilarious. I can't believe the concept.
How I ended up reading this book, my husband signed me up for Amazon Unlimited. So it's this program where you have unlimited books and you just pay a monthly fee. So while I was looking through books and this one came out, I was laughing about it. I was oh my god, look at this book. It's called Bearllionaire. But as soon as I was like, oh, it's a bear shifter romance. You know what? What the hell? Let's read it. And as soon as I read it, I told her, okay, we have to review this thing.
Review this thing. Okay, so would you recommend it or not?
It's a fun laugh because the title is ridiculous, but don't waste your time.
I think if you're reading by the pool and you really don't, no-brainer, it's funny to laugh at this book.
Okay, it had some funny parts, but
not recommended. Oh my god, this is a wonderful book. You're gonna love this book. No, that's not the recommendation we're giving here. It's funny. I don't know.
Oh no, it's a ridiculous book.
It's so ridiculous. You have to check it out. I mean, with that title, how do you not?
I know. As soon as I told you, you were like, "What? I'm gonna read this thing." Okay, you're right.
All right, so we don't know. We don't like it, but you should read it. I don't know. That's so strange.
You know what? If you are a fan of puns and really silly things, this is right up your alley. This Bearllionaire, his name is Ryder. So, and the story begins about these three billionaire bear guys.
Actually, I don't know if they're all billionaires. They are rich and famous.
Yeah.
They're all billionaires?
Yeah, they're all rich and famous. What was really annoying to me is that each brother had an R name. So there's Ryan, Ryder, and Riley. So I kept getting confused who the hell we were talking about.
Is she dating Riley or Ryder? I don't know.
Yeah, so that was annoying.
Also, she has two friends which have ditzy
Kylie and
Kylie and Leslie and Jaina. I don't know. Those names are so similar. It's so crazy.
There's not enough description. She kind of tried to say, oh yeah, this one's a bartender, if I'm not mistaken, and the other one's sporty. And this is all based on Spice Girls, apparently.
Oh my
sporty,
god.
bartender, and nerdy.
And the brothers are a movie star.
Yes.
A super extreme sports snowboarder guy. Yes. And the billionaire.
The main story is about.
Yeah, he owns
mogul tech guy.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous.
What's really funny is that this whole book is supposed to be about a billionaire, and I never felt that the guy was a billionaire because first of all, they mentioned something that they're having a party and they rented this room, which is his resort. They own the resort, so why
would you rent it? Well,
you just reserve it. It's little details like that. I'm and then there's a part. I think the author realizes, almost towards the end of the book, I have not mentioned enough that this guy is a billionaire. So in one paragraph, the main character, Ryder, refers to himself as a billionaire at least 5 to 7 times.
Oh my god,
it was so embarrassing. Wait,
and I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
And she goes like, you're a bear and you're a billionaire. You're a Bearllionaire. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing to read.
Yeah. I was like, oh. Wait,
And also, oh my god, there are so many ridiculous things. Like,
I'm trying to find my notes.
The descriptions throughout this whole book is nothing. It's just like this guy, when they talk to this guy about any time she mentions writer or anything, it's just like, yeah, he's a billionaire. This guy, the billionaire. So like, whenever she's talking about like, why would a billionaire look at me? Why would a billionaire like live here? Why would a billionaire be here? Why would a billionaire? You know, like, is there any other thing you want to talk about other than he's a billionaire?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It was part that I did like, we're going to discuss the relationship, is that how she struggled. She left her hometown to be with her boyfriend in this little small town that she didn't know anybody. And the way she was dealing with it, that she decided to stay, put up shop, and she's an accountant. She was the only accountant, except some other guy that is the one that did the accounting for the lodge of the Bearllionaire.
Uh-huh.
So I liked how she was strong, but there was...
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like...
I liked it. I like how she kept going on.
But she kept saying, like, oh, I can't go with this guy because my heart was just broken.
Oh, yeah.
But she goes and has sex with the guy. She has sex with the guy, and you're like, oh, no, but, like, this guy is going to hurt me just like the other one hurt me. And then, like, as soon as the guy walks in, there was like, oh, yeah, let's have sex. And let's, like, we're good. And then she's like, oh, no, you stay over there. But, okay, forget about that. How about, like, the guy doesn't have to work at all for this lady. Like, the book starts... It starts with the girl at the hotel, the guy walks in the room, and he sees her, and she's like, that's my mate, and I'm gonna have her.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, that's how he fell in love.
The author tried to make it seem like she was making herself hard to get, that when he approached him, she's like, I want nothing to do with you. But that just lasted that evening. Then the rest, like... Then he comes like, oh, I want to hire you to work at my lodge. I need you to look through the numbers that somebody seems like was embezzling. She's like, oh, yeah, okay, no problem.
And then as soon as they get there to supposedly they're going to get down to work and they get down to business having sex.
It's
so
great.
Crazy. But that's like, I don't know. I was like, I really enjoy books where there's like a struggle between the two characters.
Yeah, there was no tension at all. It was just
no
like
antagonism between the characters. Which, I don't know, I'm not saying
that
I like that.
Wait, the only antagonism of this was hilarious. Where she sees a bear outside that's threatening, and he comes like, oh my god, and then he disappears and leaves her alone, and she's like, oh, like, so disappointed that he just left her, and then another bear is outside attacking the guy. So the misunderstanding is that she leaves because he left her alone, but really, the bear that's attacking the bear that was threatening her is this guy.
Her Bearllionaire
boyfriend. It was awesome.
So
that was the only tension. That was the only tension. Oh wait. Well, there was she gets attacked by the bad bear again, which was the previous accountant, which is hilarious. That was great.
And also, like, she almost gets killed, and the Bearllionaire had gotten another type of were person was watching over her. Was it a werewolf? I don't know. It's like she's got like he hired like the super security, and this accountant bear still almost eats her up alive.
Just walking through her office.
Oh god, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but it lives up to his name. Come on, it's like I don't know how many times I can say Bearllionaire. It's just like
It's so funny, and the way he tries to sweep her off her feet is just it's hard.
Yeah, like I'm expecting like grand romantic gestures. Expensive ones because he's a billionaire, but it's like
and that's the thing, like and they took us in helicopters.
Oh right, but I wasn't there. I don't know why.
And then we took a snowmobile down, and I was like, that is the worst. And that guy takes me like, now we're gonna ride the snowmobile down the hill. I'm like, you just ran the Oh my god, this was hilarious. I love this book. How about the ceremony to
Oh, that was so ridiculous.
What were they even calling that sort? To
Not
bond
mating,
them?
right?
To bond or mate? Oh my god. So
Bonding. I think it was the bonding.
I don't know. So they hint about that, like, yeah, I have to bond with her so that all the other bears know that she's mine.
That
bear,
he claims her.
that
Yeah.
she's my mate, and that they'll leave her alone. Until then, all the bears in there are gonna want to have her because they know I'm interested in her. But it's so weird. The ceremony is so weird. I don't know how to tell her how it is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the hell is the ceremony?
Yeah,
right?
we have to have sex in front of everybody.
What the hell? Like, oh no, the ceremony is you have to give him a peck in the cheek when you're a bear. Oh my god, that's so stupid. It's like, I can do that right now if you want, because he tells her, but we don't know what it is until, oh my god, it's like, oh my god, this book.
Great. Yeah. No.
Anyway, I don't know. I think you should watch this train wreck of a book. Read this train wreck of a book. I recommend it, just so you can giggle to yourself throughout the whole
guess
book.
so. I would, if you saw this review, I wouldn't bother. We just give you the highlights, honestly.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
But at your own discretion.
Yeah, at your own risk.
Yes, I'm glad I took the risk. It was, you know what? I read it with the mindset it was gonna be
Silly.
out there and silly. So
It was really.
I
silly,
never was. I read. You know what? It delivered what I wanted. I wanted a good laugh of how ridiculous it was, and I did.
It delivered. I don't know if that was the intention of the author, but I was giggling at the ridiculousness of all, and like the lack of character development. The plot was ridiculous. The writing was not very good, but it's so silly. I mean, like, how can you not, when you read the title, it's like, how can you stay away from it?
And however, because of this book, because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous, I started looking at other, because for some reason in the romance section, there's a lot of bear shifter romances.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and so I was like, when I downloaded that one, I downloaded a bunch of other ones, and I discovered a gem of the cover is ridiculous. Oh, wait till you see the cover of this one. It's terrible too. And the other one is not that great, but I ended up being surprised. It was such a good book, which we're going to talk about next.
Coveted by Bear.
Yes. By T.S.
something. Well, we'll tell you in the next review.
We'll remember the name by then.
In the meantime, if you want to reach us or tell us what you thought about Bearllionaire, email us at books@dapperanimals.com.
Take care.
Bye.
Cheers.